Hi, everyone, and welcome back to our Advancing Your Business, Your People, and Your Legacy conversation series. My name is Kendall Rawls, and I am the Director of Development with the Rawls Group, and I will be your moderator. Today, I am joined by Jean Venant, an associate with the Rawls Group. Having owned his own business and working as a manufacturer representative to retail automobile dealers, Jean brings extensive experience in strategic planning and enhancing business performance to the conversation. Tom Olney, who is a partner with Owl Automotive Consulting, is also joining us. Tom brings 32 years of operational experience and has directly participated in over 30 dealership acquisitions as a buyer, a seller, and a broker. Today, we're going to talk about operational excellence. As car dealers, you're constantly faced with the unknown, manufacturer issues, recalls, economic changes, and what many have never experienced in their lifetime, pandemics. All these dynamics create disruptions or transitions in your business, which require operational excellence to succeed through the change, or what many may refer to as a strategic succession strategy. We have a powerhouse team of experts today with Jean and Tom, and are ready to dive in to answer common questions we're receiving from dealers across the country. Jean, when processing payroll with an employee who is performing above their 100% stated average, what is the best process to pay that individual? For example, if an employee's weekly average payroll is $3,000 average and they're having a great April and May month, they are grossing $4,000 per week. Should we pay the person $3,000 out of the PPP and $1,000 from our own payroll?
Essentially, yes. So fundamentally, the PPP portion of payroll should be distributed at 100% of their stated average, and anything above that would come from your own business payroll funds. Notably, the PPP rules have been modified multiple times, as you've noticed, and I believe there's going to be another set of revision rules coming out in a couple of weeks. It's a moving target, so relying heavily on your CPA will be your best choice of process. But yes, to answer the question, you do operate 100% of your PPP. Anything above that would come out of your business payroll funds.
We're going to have another follow-up PPP question for Jean. Should we have two different payroll systems active where we separate PPP and our own payroll, or merge them together?
This is solely based on the complexity of your payroll system. The most important task to manage, this is how you document and process your payroll versus a software tool that you use or where the account funds are held. So relative, it's based on how you document and how you show your work towards tax filing.
And just one more question. We're going to stay on this topic. So, Jean, PPP program rules state that funds used per guideline is not considered taxable even when forgiven, but there is nothing stating whether the funds are deductible from the business. The funds cannot be non-taxable and non-deductible at the same time. How would we write this down in our book?
Good question, Kendall. And honestly, it's one of those where we have to run to our CPA for it. It's a moving target, but honestly, the intention of Congress was to provide tax-free payroll protection program for businesses, right? That was the whole idea. There has been some speculative gray areas within the program due to lack of clarity. I will say essentially the funds must be non-taxable income and or tax deductible. So I warrant your action in seeking out your CPA for clear results on that.
You know, I would echo what John said on that, and I've assisted many business owners in this PPP process. His advice of referring to your CPA is important. I think many of us jumped on every webinar, every update, and that can also drive you crazy because at the same time, every time you think you got your arms around it, there's another version of it, another change. So,
sure.
You know, my advice to people is to do your best, get your advice from your CPA, and you just got to kind of be patient and wait this one out until the final regulations are issued.
Advancing Your Business, Your People, and Your Legacy is produced by the Rawls Group and hosted by me, Kendall Rawls. You can hear more of this discussion on our website at www.rawlsgroup.com. Thanks for listening.